So I was thinking we could do some yarn shopping today, but let's try doing it online. I've been seeing a bunch of ads for lionbrand.com and some sales, so I thought we could try going along together as I shop online at Lion Brand and just see what I look for, what I ignore, because I'm never paying full price for yarn. So let's check it out. Good morning. So I saw that Lion Brand yarn was having some clearance, and a lot of times I don't get super excited because yarn companies are literally always having clearance sales. But I wanted to walk you through a little bit of, what I look for in an online sale. I really don't do a ton of online shopping, but they seem like some good deals. So let's kind of look through here. This first one that is interesting me is this Hometown Yarn Portsmouth Pumpkin for $2.09. This is a very thick yarn, and I do like it. I've used it in the past. There isn't a ton of yardage on this, and it's definitely like a fall winter yarn. And it looks like there's only a couple here on sale. And let's take a look. 6 super bulky, and it is 81 yards. So you could definitely get either like a loose hat or a headband ear warmer out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my bag right there. And let's keep going here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, me personally, well, maybe I should look at it. Let's see what it brings up here. Well, you know what? That isn't bad. I mean, it's kind of plain. It's not like super exciting. But yeah, maybe we should take a look at that. For $2, that's the thing. And what I do like here is that it does say vanilla white and black. So it gives a little bit more description of it in there. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's add that to our bag as well. Like I said, for $2, that's not bad. They say that is 65% off. Next one I'm kind of looking at here, $1.74 for Vanna's Choice. And I think I've worked with this one other time in the past. And it seemed like, pretty decent yarn. This shadow is kind of the color that interests me a little bit more here. Let's pull this up here. To me, that just looks like a pretty green, almost more of a neutral green. Let's see what it says down here. It's got good reviews. Yeah, a light olive gray green. So for me, that definitely speaks a little bit more of a neutral green. And now, if you look here, it does have the length. And in a lot of yarns, the solids, you're always going to get more yardage than oftentimes like the variegated or stripes and things like that. And that's definitely true with them. So, I mean, by about 25 extra yards difference, which isn't terrible, but yeah, so that is pretty. Let's add 3 of those to the cart. Like I said, for that price, that is pretty darn good. With something like this on clearance, it is possible that it will not be available in the future. So you would want to, to get enough to do a project. I mean, this is giving me about 450 yards. I'm really bad at math offhand, but I think that's what that is. So, I mean, it wouldn't be like a blanket project or anything, but I could definitely get something out of that. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, the other colors I'm kind of about. The Woolies Thick and Quick Yarn in Eggplant. That's pretty, and that seems like a good discount. That is very pretty. Let's see here. It's got excellent reviews there. It does have wool in it. It's a 6 super bulky. It is only 106 yards. So again, this is going to be enough for one hat or headband just by one of those. And what was the price again? Let's see here. That's almost $4. I guess for me, I'm just, you know, I mean, it looks pretty, but I don't think it's anything that I need to necessarily add to my stash today. The Feels Like Butter. These are extremely soft. Like, it is that kind of polyester chain spun, very similar to Hobby Lobby has one called Breathe Deep. And also, what is it, Cuddle Up or Snuggle Up? By, who is it Yarnspirations? You can get it at Joann's in like the baby yarn area. And I have made some hats out of it, and I absolutely love it. In general, I think it's a little expensive, and it claims to be a 4-weight, but I honestly think it's more of a 3-weight. So while I do absolutely love how this yarn feels, for $8.50, these are the bonus bundles. So you're getting, you know, 2.5 times more than you normally would. But I just don't think I'm willing to spend the money on those. That sage is real pretty, though. True I've heard a lot of good things about True. I've never used it, and I just, even though that price is great, I don't think that marigold is calling my name. Let's look at this Basic Stitch 2 Pines. I've seen this on here for a while, and it is very pretty. Let's see. Let's see a little bit more here. If it says anything really else. Okay. So you're getting 153 yards, which is not a ton of length there. Now there's a video, there's a gal called Erica, and her channel is It's Time for Yarn, and she has been doing a whole series on color pooling. And I'm wondering if I couldn't use this yarn for the color pooling. That's very pretty right there. If the stripes are that long, that would be awesome. That doesn't look very long there. And I would need a lot with that type of yardage. I think I'm going to pass on this one. I mean, it is really pretty. And the anti-pilling would be handy for a blanket. But yeah, I don't think for as much as I would have to buy that's going to be a great deal on that one. Okay. Woolies Thick and Quick. Nope, definitely not getting that. Even though the gray would be a great one to have on hand, because if you wanted to do a hat or a headband, you could just add an accent color in there. I'm not going to buy it, but that would actually be a great value to have on hand, where that would be like the base of your project, and you could just accent it with other colors. Okay. These Pound of Loves, I actually really like those. I think that is such a great value for things, and I kind of look at this as like your pantry in your kitchen. There are some things you just always want to have on stock, and if you can get a great deal on it, it's a great time. So I'm gonna look at this navy color right here, because if you can get 16 ounces of yarn for under $5 in a basic color that, you know, will go with a lot and match a lot of stuff, I think that's a great deal. Let's go down here and see. Yeah, you're getting over 1,000 yards of this acrylic. You know, and it does have great views. I know some people have made comments just like it's not the softest, but it's not bad at all, I don't think. So I'm going to go back up here. Like I said, for 1,000 yards, under $5, I'm going to actually grab 2 of those, because I think that is a great deal. And like I said, with a navy blue, I know that will go with so many things. Let's see. I don't know about this umber. Let's take a look here. Get it to come up. I mean, it's pretty, but I would definitely not call that a neutral. What are they describing it? They just call it umber. They don't have more of a description. I mean, it's definitely like a very yellowy brown, I think would be the best way to describe that. And, you know, people who love like fall autumnal colors, I think would definitely enjoy that. You know, I do have a chair in my living room that is similar color to that. Maybe I will grab one of these. You know what? I can put it in my cart anyway, and if I change my mind, I can take it out. Okay, so let's get back to our main page here. Okay, page 2. Ooh, they do have a couple more. All right, let's see what sumac. Is that like black? Or is it green or charcoal? That is really actually kind of hard for me to tell. Oh, dark charcoal gray. That is an awesome one. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to pick that up. Again, at over 1,000 yards. Ooh, it says discontinued. Does that mean it's not going to let me purchase it? Oh, shoot. I can't add it to my cart. Darn it. That one had gotten me excited too. I guess I wasn't quick enough. I'm here during the first hour and like the first hour of the sale, and that one has already gone. Shoot. Here is this yellow color, this maize. You know, it doesn't 100%. Oh, I can't get it anyway. It is also discontinued. Okay. So no sense taking any more time with that. So they've got some scarfy. I haven't ever used that before. Some ice cream roving yarn. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people haul these. These particular ones, I don't know. Like for me, to buy these without a purpose, they're not really colors that necessarily appeal to me. So I would have a hard time just picking them up for no reason. Like, you know how sometimes we all see a yarn and we're like, oh my gosh, you know, like we have to have that because like the colors just speak. And you can buy that without having a project in mind. Okay, let's look at this. Nap time. What is this? Is this a velvet yarn? I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's a bonus bundle, so it's normally $10. Looks like this blue, and it is discontinued already. It makes me think I should have been a little bit quicker, I guess. Okay, this lilac Velux, $2.44. Just the purple is on sale, and it's a 4-weight, and it's got 246 yards to it. So this is interesting for me here. I do really like the idea of this. So I think I'm going to put a few of these in my cart because I do love velvet yarns. Should I add 3? Okay. It makes me think I need to go a little bit quicker here if some of these are getting discontinued already. Landscapes, fusions, landscapes. I don't really have much experience with landscapes, to be honest. Okay, so it looks like it's roving, and it does look pretty. Let's see. It's kind of like dark bluish purpley, possibly. Let's see what it says. Metropolis, warm purplish gray and black. It's a 4-weight, and it is 100% acrylic. Does it say 147 yards? It is pretty, but again, and you know, it is fairly neutral. $244. That is a pretty decent price, but I think I will pass on that one. Let's see here. Woolies Evergreen, that's very pretty, but I don't think I'm going to get that. Shawl in a ball. I don't have any experience with the shawls in a ball. Homespun. You know, I actually don't mind homespun yarn. I struggled at first. I was given some by my mother-in-law, and I really struggled with it. But I actually went up a couple hook sizes, and I made a scarf, and I've done a couple things with it, and I actually like it. These particular colors aren't really doing it for me, and I know that especially like the Cinco de Mayo, it has been on Lion Brand's clearance for a while, so I'm going to pass on those. The Spectacular Yarn. It is absolutely gorgeous here, but you know, I cannot really think of one thing that I would do with this yarn. Look how beautiful it is. I feel like it's almost one of those that's like you would just admire on your shelf. Yeah, I mean, it is gorgeous, but I don't know. That does not seem practical at all to me. And it honestly looks kind of awkward. And that's their stock photo that they're promoting it with. So I've been noticing that like literally every one of the shades is on sale. And it has also been getting cheaper and cheaper as it goes. Yeah, there is 63 yards, which I guess, you know, isn't terrible, but you would still need a few packages to complete that cowl. So definitely gonna pass on that. I mean, maybe if it gets down to like $2 or $3, I might pick some of that up. Let's see here, some knitting needles. I am not a knitter. So let's see what's on page 4. Some other knitting supplies. Yeah, it looks like that's also some knitting kits. Okay, what is this? Lion Brand yarn book. From 1916, a classic reproduction of the original 1916 Lion Brand pattern book with all the patterns and nostalgia from over 100 years ago. I'm definitely into nostalgia. It's got 6 reviews, retro styles. Let's see here. Okay, she says, happy to see a lot of crochet as I do not knit. That would be me too. Vintage patterns. You know, sometimes I found some of these vintage patterns are pretty intricate and above my skill level. But for $3, like that might be kind of fun to have. Let's check that out. Okay, let's just finish up our page here. Vintage styles for today. More than 50 patterns to knit and crochet. Again, it's only $3. There's one review. Let's see. Fairly simple patterns. Now this person is saying that she doesn't crochet, but there's 11 knitting patterns. So if it said 50 patterns up top and only 11 of them are knitting, that should mean the rest are crochet, and that would be helpful for me. Let's go back up here. I wish that wasn't so blurry, but I'm pretty sure that's 50, not 30. I think I might pick that up. And I think, was that the rest, or was that the end there? Let's see. Oh, I guess there's a couple more here. Knits, school colors, accessories and purses. Yep, that is it for Lion Brand. So let's head over here to my bag and check out what they've got, what I've got here. Sometimes I've had it where I've shopped too long and then they're actually, everything I've wanted is gone. So let's see here. Like, that's actually happened to me on this website before. Again, you know what? I am not sold on that umber, so I'm going to get rid of it. And you know what I think I might do? I think I might actually go up here and just get a couple more of those Veluxes right there to have 5. Because then I could almost make like a whole blanket out of that. So I think that would be a good idea. So then I'm right back up to the $37. It gets the orange Hometown, I think will be great. I am a fall girl. So, and then the Bar Harbor Blizzard, Vanna's Choice in the Shadow, Pound of Love in Navy, Velux yarn, and those 2 books. So I think that'll be it for me, and I think I'm actually going to check out before anything disappears here in my cart. So I will check back with you in a few. Thank you for joining me as we shopped online together. I hope you had fun. I will do an unboxing when my yarn gets here. Things will be a little bit different. I tend to be a person who gets either buyer's remorse or non-buyer's remorse. So I ended up editing my cart a little bit before I checked out. And yeah, I would love it if you would check back in and you can see what I end up getting here, hopefully within a week or 2. Thanks for joining me. If you like talking about yarn and everything about yarn, I would love for you to subscribe.